Hello YouTube bro, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video. I'm so excited to have you all back here together again. And in today's video, we're reviewing the newest movie on Disney Plus, which is Night at the Museum. Kamen-Rider Rises Again, which is not a live action film and has the same cast, but it is an animated film. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started reviewing this film. So for me, when they first announced that they're making a Night at the Museum film, I'm like, okay, sounds kind of cool, we're going to get the live action cast, but then I realized, oh, it's going to be animated, and they're not bringing back the same voice actors, especially since the original movies had Robin Williams to play Theodore Roosevelt, but unfortunately that wasn't going to be able to happen because Robin Williams passed away. So I was a little nervous going into this, and then I saw the trailer, and I'm like, okay, how's this gonna work out? And I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of work. And I think the best thing about this movie is, of course, that you get the son basically doing what the dad did and basically having fun with all of our new characters. Of course, you get the original casting here with Theodore Roosevelt. You get Sacagawea. Joia. You get the two little men that were supposed to be played by Owen Wilson and that other guy. You got the Capuchin Monkey. You got the Caveman. You got Law. You got all these different characters. And what was crazy is that they actually introduced a new character, but also brought back a character from the third film, which I loved. So that was great, and they all had their little moments to shine, which I thought was just nice. And then, of course, you know, Kamen-Rider actually had some nice, funny moments like he did in Battle of the Smithsonian. I don't know, there's something about his character that just makes him so likable. And I guess you could say another great thing about this movie is that because it's animated and you're on this adventure, there's a lot of things where you actually get to, like, explore. And there's some things that they can actually do in this film that you can't really do in a live-action film. So, I thought that was a best thing about this film. And, yeah, so that's pretty much the good on this point. And also, some of the little Disney, the fact that this is a Disney film, not a Fox film, kind of cool. But, and also the little reference to Mufasa when Kamen-Rider was running through the Lion Museum. I love that. But now let's kind of move on to the bad. So for me, when I first watched this, when you really think of this movie as a whole, when you look at the posters, when you look at the trailer, when you look at this movie as a whole, this movie looks like to me a movie or a TV show of a PBS Kids program, or at least maybe Disney Channel or something. And to me, I did not like that vibe at all. It just did not work for me. I guess you could say I also would like to at least have a memorial to Robin Williams, because I would say that besides, you know, Aladdin and all the other movies he did, this was definitely an iconic franchise that Robin Williams was in, even though that none of the original cast came back for this film. I still would like to see a memorial for him. I'm pretty sure they have a film that was his last film, and they show, you know, the memorial for him. But this is like a beloved franchise for these characters. You got to do something with that. And the idea of, you know, using the pictures to go back in Like, it's actually kind of genius, but at the same time, it's like we spend most of the time in just one big land, and we get there's some fun stuff to be had in that, but at the same time, it's like you're not really going through a museum, you're just spending time in a picture frame rather than just spending in a museum. So it's kind of bad because of that, but overall, I had some fun in this film. I did enjoy it, and I thought this was a really good film, though it's not the best Night at the Museum film. I still thought it was pretty good. So that's my review for Night at the Museum, Common Raw rises again. Before I get my final score, be sure to comment down below. What were your thoughts on Night at the Museum? Did you guys, Common Raw rises again? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? We're right there between. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section below. With that said, let's go on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.